We're gonna do a song that you never heard before.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again. Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, I got a question for you. Did you see the pictures recently? I saw it being circulated on Instagram and Facebook where it's Lupita and she's dating, I don't know who this guy is, Josh Jackson or something like that. It's White Cat. I don't even know where he's from. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, I didn't hear anything you just said.
Okay, let me run it back. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. Did you see this picture, a set of pictures that have been posted here recently of Lupita? And she is on vacation apparently with this guy, white guy, Josh Jackson. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Okay, so I heard a story of Lupita dating some dude a while back because apparently, I guess she was friends with the girl he was with beforehand. So they was all friends, and then they started showing up to different events together. And so they just confirmed their relationship or whatever, but I don't know who the guy is.
So I don't know where he's an actor also. I just don't know where I would have seen him from. But listen, it kind of got a lot of people talking. Let's get the music going and I'll tell you about why they talking, bro.
All right.
Listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages. We are live on both platforms at the same time. You click on the notification, you subscribe, you get the heads up whenever your boys and is doing their thing. Ace Kennedy. So this comes up, right? Because I think that there's several things that I had a problem with. For one, I told you a long time ago that Lupita had them cakes. And it was surprising to a lot of people. And I've been trying to tell you, I noticed it on uh, 12 Years a Slave or 7 Years a Slave when she was out there in the yard. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I see some yams out here, right? And what surprised me the most is that she's skinny. She's like very, very, very skinny now, though, right? I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. She looks very fit. It almost looks like, bro, that she has like a six pack coming in and everything's cool. But I think that what's wild about it, though, man, is that I thought that just not that long ago, she was like talking to some regular schmegular uh black dude who I've never seen before. I don't think that he's like a celebrity or out and about like that, though, man. But I think that it was just interesting that she was looked like she was just with this guy. And so then a separate layer to that comes into play because again, this is Lupita. She is from Wakanda. He was like, is there some irony here in that the girl from Wakanda in real life is messing with this white guy? Now, here's the thing that I'm wondering though, bro. It's on several layers because naturally, it seems like under, especially under these kind of posts, Shade Room, Ball Alert, all the black media sites, right? There's always this kind of mixed reviews when it comes to black women when they date other races. And you have a lot of those people that come to the defense and they just say, hey, you know what? Go ahead, find love. Love is blind and all this other stuff, right? But then it's almost like, a lot of times when you see brothers out there that's doing the same thing, you kind of get that, oh, he just sold out. He didn't went, what's to get out. You know what I'm saying? Those are stuff though, bro. So it's been mixed reviews, but I was very surprised to see one. This is what's crazy to me though, man. I guess maybe I hold her in such high regards that when I see the people that she typically date publicly, I'm just like, really? Like, seriously, Lupita, I think that and maybe it's just me though, bro, but I think that she's that dope looking though, man. But surprised me. You ever seen this post though?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the post, but I know who it is. That's Pacey from Dawson's Creek, right? Like
I
he
don't
be
know who
dating
he
all
is.
the. You don't know about Dawson's Creek?
No, I don't know who he is. I didn't
Nah,
watch Dawson Creek like that.
first of all, he's Canadian. He ain't just some white dude. He Canadian, and he be getting down with
That
the
makes him
sisters.
more
Though.
white to me, bro.
Listen, he be getting down with the sisters.
I heard that. He
Yeah,
keep a sister on his arm though, bro.
yeah. Nah, he's straight. He's that dude. Like it's one of them. He's from that. I mean, you figure Dawson's Creek was in the 90210 phase, so he's one
Right.
of those dudes that grew up and kept, looking kind of the same, aged well type of deal. So he one of them, bro.
Let me ask you this though, and I don't know. I'm not. Listen, I didn't get into Dawson's Creek, right? Does he get the invite to the barbecue? Is he that dude?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because I've
Yeah.
seen that people comment, say, "Hey, he keeping my sister on his arm." And listen, I'll be honest with you. Here's what's crazy. Let me tell you how wow it's been like growing up. Because here's the thing: when we were in high school, this wouldn't have been anything at all to me. I wouldn't have batted an eye whatsoever at this, right? But as I've gotten older, I think that it's become more of a taboo conversation. And the reason why I say that is because I think that you have a lot of people who are like you and I who grew up in a military base where you kind of got this good melting
Melting
pot,
pot.
this blend, right? And I think that the other part about it is that, but then you got some people who weren't. And those people could have been raised a certain way. And now it's like, it's almost like I feel like our generation is this middle generation that I think was taught a few things that could have been right or wrong, right? And I think that it's almost like, well, we're applying the things, if now that we're older, are they really right? Are they really wrong? But I don't know. It's one of those things that I think that's still like a taboo thing. But to my eye, um, shout out to Tisha for jumping in the comments because you could be right. It could be because I live in Georgia. I don't think that it's that because I got friends that I got one of my best friends white. He has a black wife. I got one of my best friends. He's black. He has a white wife. I still think that where I don't think that we're at. I don't think that we're at Star Wars, right? We ain't at Star Wars yet.
What you mean by that?
So we're not at Star Wars where race really doesn't matter.
I mean,
It's the whole universe. We ain't got the Star Wars yet. That's how I look
but
at it.
yeah, but I mean, they in Star Wars they got that race stuff too, bro. So I mean, I understand what
Yeah,
you're
but
saying. Like there is more of a because it's not just color. You talking about different species of aliens and
right.
everything living amongst one another. But all I'm saying is it's still like you still get a certain rep for the type of alien or species that you are. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what you're
I get
trying to
that,
say.
but I'm saying, like, okay, Billy D got all the women and all the species and all the
Yeah,
aliens. It didn't matter.
yeah,
That's what I'm
right.
saying, though. So that's what I'm saying. But I just think that I think it's funny to me, though, bro, that I think it's funny to me, though, man, that something like that pops up in such a high profile. I just like who do we
See,
talk
here's
about
here's
who
the
was
thing though. Here's the thing. When I heard about the story, it wasn't about the race, it was the fact of how them two met. Because, like I said, apparently the circle was whoever she was dating and whoever he was dating, they were all friends. And then it kind of split, and then they just randomly showed that. So I think in October was the first time people started wondering, oh, are they together? Because they kind of showed up at the same time and trying to play it off and stuff. And then they got caught in the car together.
Let me tell you how surprising this is. And this is going to be something that I could be all the way wrong. So this is almost like if Nia Long popped up and she's with a white dude. I think, bro, that the expectation, and then I don't want to, this is gonna sound so incredibly racist, bro, but it's not intended to be that. I mean that by all means. But it would be almost like I look at it like, all right, Nia Long is one of ours, right? And I'm not saying that amongst the black community. I mean, like, I think that Nia Long like belongs with the brother. But you know how surprising it would be, even if you saw Nia Long with Leonardo DiCaprio or something like that. If she was with another white guy, like certain, I don't know why, but I just think that there are certain black women, and I thought that Lupita was kind of that way, though, bro. She's in the picture, skin looking flawless, though, bro. I mean, skin. It looks like she's been out at the beach for a month straight because she's already dark, and this skin is glistening in this tan, bro. But I just think that and it's almost like and 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 listen, since Tisha's in the comment, I would imagine that it would be like, oh, I got an example. So J Lo's Puerto Rican, and yes, she dated Diddy, but she married Alex Rodriguez, who is Latino, right? He's Puerto Rican. I believe he's Puerto Rican as well. She was with the other homeboy.
Ben Affleck, who she married.
No. But she's he's. I
Oh,
think see, this
you
is my
talking
thing
about
about it.
Marco?
Yeah. The Spanish guy. That's why for me, this the thing is crazy. That's
Even the
why for
little dancing
me,
dude was Latino.
he was. So he knows, yeah. So one of them, but they're all Latino. So I just wonder, right? I just wonder as a lot. So and maybe it's different culturally. I just wonder if Latinos or Latinas look at it a little differently when you see like because someone told me I knew someone who was Puerto Rican or a Latino who basically was saying no, they were raised to try to go after a white dude, right? And that was culturally. But I just wonder if they look at that and be like, yeah, if you one of our hottest Latinas, then you should be with another hot Latino. Like I saw Carol G, bro, finally at the MTV Awards, and I said, God dang, boy, she is fine. I haven't seen, listen, bro, I haven't seen a new fine Latina. Not that I'm like checking for it or not, because I don't listen necessarily to that kind of music, though, bro. But I saw her and I said, golly, that is one fine woman. She is absolutely gorgeous, though, bro, and she's from Colombia. And I just wonder if you see her and you see her with a little baby, right? And with somebody who's a Latina, be like, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, look, like that's what I'm saying. Like to us, we might be like, oh, he scooped him a hot one, but I just still wonder how other
How other
races,
races feel about races
yeah,
dating outside their race.
you know how. Listen, okay, here we go. Here we go. I got one for you. What would you think would happen if instead of Travis Kelsey, right? Taylor Swift was dating Jalen Hurts.
Um, I see. You again. You talking to somebody who grew up like military wise, right?
I know
So,
that. But the Swifties, would the
what would the
Swifties
Swifties
be
do?
as accepting? Would the Swifties be as accepting of
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts as they are with Travis Kelce? Because
I think
listen,
some of them
on
will.
the
Some of
cool,
them is like it's gonna be a percentage that's gonna fill away. But some of them is just like, yo, we riding with Taylor, whatever. Taylor can do no wrong. And if Taylor got
here's
him, then that must mean he must be that good of a dude.
and here's the flip side to that. I honestly believe that there would be black women who would give that boy all kind of flack if Jalen Hurts was with Taylor Swift. They'd be like, I think they'd be like, really? But it's just like sometimes I think it's a selective thing, and it's the person. And for
Well, I
some
mean,
reason, like,
Travis Kelsey still caught some flack though from his because he had a black chick he was with.
yeah, but he wasn't this Travis Kelce back then.
Well, he wasn't. He was
I
already a
don't no
champion.
no 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 no
What are you
no no.
talking about?
No. Listen. It's not that. I guess what I'm saying is that he was a champion, yes, but he wasn't in all the State Farm commercials. He wasn't on every other. He was a champion, and he was still big in the football culture. But I think that he's much more of a bigger public figure now in pop
Yeah,
culture.
but what does that
And
got
when
to
he
do with his exes having issues with him going to Taylor after her though?
Oh, I think that his exes would. Don't get me wrong, because they probably were under the assumption, right, that you was Dawson Creek boy, right? You like sisters. So when you go and listen, don't get me wrong, Travis Kelce looks like okay. Travis Kelce got him a clean fade. My boy Chad got him a fade.
Right,
He
and it
looks
was
like
crazy.
he looks like he looks like the white dudes who I grew up with.
What's crazy is because they tried to Travis had to come out and be like, bro, they tried to name his haircut to Travis
Try to give him
Kelsey.
give it to
And he
Travis Kelce
said,
fade.
bruh, no, it's just a fade. He said, I was not the first person to rock no fade. And y'all doing this to me in Black History Month. Like, nah.
Right, right. But that's my point though. My point though is that shout out to my dude Rashad. Golly, I appreciate the love for checking in. But my point though is when Travis Kelce was dating them sisters, right? He wasn't he everybody knew who he was. And if you saw in football in terms, but I think don't get me wrong,
So
he
let me ask you
probably
this
would have
question.
gotten there eventually with Taylor Swift, maybe. But I'm just saying that him being with Taylor Swift put his profile on a high level. I don't know, man.
Why is everybody acting like Taylor Swift elevated this dude, bro? Like he
Listen,
wasn't who he was.
no. I think this is what I'm saying. I think here's how I know that to be true. Because I know for sure that my wife does not watch football whatsoever. And she knows him as the guy who's Taylor Swift dating now. And what I'm saying is that she's less than a casual fan. But then on top of her being less than a casual fan, she's a fan of pop culture, right? So she identifies him as Travis Kelce, Taylor's boyfriend, right? And I think that I thought that raised his profile pop culturally, right? Not just necessarily football to me as a subculture, right? There are people who follow draft times, 40-yard combines, all these statistical things and everything. But I think that she basically boosted his profile, no doubt. But when he wasn't on that level, right? When he wasn't on that level, he was rocking with the sisters though, bro. And so I can understand why they may look at him the way how you was describing Josh Jackson, like, oh yeah, he keep a sister on his arm, and then now, maybe if it was anybody else but Taylor Swift, but it's like I can't knock him necessarily for knocking that down. But I'm just saying, if we've known your history to be the white dude that dates black girls, and I'm not saying, I'm saying completely, that's all you are synonymous with dating sisters. I think he gave the impression of that though, bro. So I'm not mad. He's still invited to the cookout one way or the other day, bro. One way or the other.
Yeah, but he definitely Josh that Pacey is definitely invited to the cookout. But yeah, I can't believe you didn't watch Dawson's Creek or know anything
I
about
did.
it.
I wasn't big on Dawson Creek, but let me tell you though, bro. Let me tell. I'm gonna tell you, bro. I've always thought that I was a lone one out there when it came to Lapita, bro. And so I was very surprised. I was like, wait a minute, like who? And I think that that's the big thing, though, bro. It's like I think I was more so surprised that I was more so surprised though, bro, that there was a lot. Like when I look into the comments and everything, and I was more so surprised that I saw as many black women coming to her defense. Like, no, we giving you props, we applaud you and everything like that. And I don't see that kind of energy when it comes to brothers dating white girls, though, bro, or dating other races in general, though, bro. So I don't know.
Well, I'll just say this: if Nia Long does go to the other side, it's Ume and Udoka's fault. So
Is it?
yeah,
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Who okay. So I got some. So when Dave Chappelle had on the Dave Chappelle show, remember he had the draft wars, right?
yeah,
The draft. So you had the race draft. That's what the
yeah.
race draft. Okay. So I got a question for you. Who who do you think a hot single black woman that you would pair them with a white person, a white man, or vice versa?
You said what now?
That you know what? Okay, listen. Who is a single black female or a single white female, right? That you would pair, that who has a high profile, right? That you would pair with another opposite sex high profile person. So that you think, right, that everybody would unanimously say, I'm all right with that. That's cool. Neil Long and who? Leonardo, Brad Pitt, that they ain't single, I don't think. So who's an available bachelor that you would link up, or even vice versa?
Nah. If it was me, it would be Chelsea Handler and I was gonna say Idris.
Idris is married, and Chelsea Handler is like 50 something years old, bro.
So what does that got to do with anything? You just asked the
I'm
question.
saying, yeah, well, I get that though, but I just personally, I kind of I like Chelsea Handler, but I didn't think anybody else really did like that.
You think you used to date her?
Uh, but I never took that like that serious though. I thought he was just smashing. But Nia Long is a youthful looking 50. So I'm saying I don't think that they're on the same
Wait
look.
a minute.
So
Wait.
give me somebody.
Time out.
Give me
Time out. Nope.
somebody, bro.
Nope. We ain't finna. Bro, how you gonna just brush off my 50 for your 50? Chelsea
See,
Handler
so
still look. Listen, Chelsea Handler, while she is 50, does not look like most white women that get older. And she's no, she's not like Martha Stewart. You know what I'm saying?
Martha
Like
Stewart's 80.
I under you're focusing on semantics right now. Like you're doing the Charles thing. What I'm saying is Chelsea Handler doesn't look as old as she is, just like you just said Nia Long doesn't. Now I
Okay,
understand
I give you that.
she is a white woman, so you expect her to age differently, but Chelsea Handler's one of them that didn't. So no, I that's what I'm
Why
saying.
would
How
you
you going,
expect for them to age? Why would you expect for them to age differently?
bro? Because you know black don't crack. So stop. So even that's what I'm saying. Like you doing the Charles thing right now, bro. You being real
Wait a
extra
minute.
for
Wait.
no reason.
Single, listen. No. Okay, listen. So let's talk about it. Single and single, not pairing up
Bro,
somebody
I don't
who's
know these people's
single with
statuses
the
like
married.
that.
Like we know, like this is my thing about it. Like we know that Nia Long is. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I tell you that sometimes I'm just oblivious to certain things because culturally it just don't come past my desk. I know that Nia Long is single because it came past my desk. I can't think of anybody. I can't think of I
So
can't think of
Sanaya
somebody who I'm that
Lathan,
interested. Is she single?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know
I
that
don't
she's
know.
like I don't know that she's married. So I put this. I don't know that she's married. So to me, that means she's single.
Right. So I can see her with
She's still
like
fine
Ben
too, though.
Affleck. That was I can see her with
Try
Brad
not
Pitt.
to see everybody with Ben Affleck, bro. I'm done. I
No,
don't
not
want
Ben
to see
Affleck. Ben
everybody with.
Affleck is married, bro.
Yes, you said Ben Affleck though.
No, I said Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt married too.
To who?
He remarried somebody though, man. I think he's remarried or he's with somebody who's like young. I can't. So who else? So this is gonna sound crazy, bro. Because I think that for me, like a lot of white actors all kind of look alike. That I feel ignorant in saying that, but I can't think of one that just pops off my head that aren't outside of the ones who are like the five that I know that look Brad Pitt, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio. Those are and some of the old ones, but I don't know. I can't name very many actors right off the top that are under 40, bro. Like it's just weird. Might know some movies. Is Anakin, is he married?
Yeah, he married.
Okay, dang.
And he's old now.
Anakin's about 40 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
looked
yeah.
every bit of it too.
Yeah. What's my boy Kylo Ren? He
Adam Driver married.
Kylo. Damn, see, I guess I just you know what it is though, bro. This is where I think that again, I think that sometimes though, man, you can be a part of a subculture of an overall culture and be completely oblivious. I don't know. I can't think of nobody else. But that's why to me it's so surprising when I saw Lupita with this dude though, man.
You ain't gonna acknowledge Tisha's comments?
Ryan Reynolds is married with like 5 kids though. But they would be a good looking couple though. I can see them two being together though, man.
Yeah. What about Wolverine?
He married. He been married to his wife for like 30 some years
See,
though, bro.
I don't know who married and who ain't, bro. See,
Oh
that's what I'm talking
yeah. Hugh Jackman been with his girl for a long time. I mean, they've been married for like probably like 40 some years though, bro. It seemed like he been married about as long as Denzel been married to his wife though, bro. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about if you were parent, I do think that if you had a single Nia Long and a single Ryan Reynolds, I think that they look so good together that I don't think that you can't say nothing. Like if you a brother and you see Ryan Reynolds and he's a handsome dude, and you see Nia Long, she's fly. I don't see how any race would be able to look at them and be like,
What about Tom Cruise and Sanaa Lathan?
I can see them. I can see them being together. Yes, yeah. And
I can
Tom
even
Cruise
see
is getting up there.
he is, but he still look I can see now. I can see Jamie Foxx and Chelsea Handler.
Listen, bro, I can see Jamie Foxx with almost any white actor, bro, because that's with any white actor,
Hey,
bro.
according to your logic, Jamie Foxx is living in Star Wars. He don't care what it is, bro.
He is He is as close to living Star Wars that I've seen, though, bro. But the only difference is I think that I never, like, I don't. I'm not gonna say never. I don't remember a time where I saw that there was a rumor that Jamie Foxx was dating somebody who was black. It's always been white women, bro.
I just think that because of who he is, when you see him with a white woman, then you got something to say. That's what I think it is. Because I think he's been dating. You know, he don't, like I said, he don't care about the flavor, bro.
Let me tell you who I would feel that way about too, though, bro.
Who that?
I wouldn't feel that way the way I felt about Lupita is if I saw Tracy Ellis Ross with somebody else like that, though. And
That
even though I know
I
that
don't agree with you
she's
on.
mixed,
Yeah,
even
that's
though
what
I
I was
know that
just about
she's
to say.
mixed, I
That one
still would
wouldn't.
feel that kind of way. But
Nah, it
it
would.
wouldn't surprise me if she did, though. I would
It would
still feel a little
that one
not
wouldn't
outrage.
feel. That wouldn't feel that weird about that because she can explore both. Like her is to me, it's like what's old girl that Aquaman was with for the longest.
Oh, Lisa Bonet.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they got a built-in draw two card. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's
yo,
straight. I
bro.
mean, but yeah, Lupita surprised me though, bro.
What we doing about the Facebook takedown today, bro?
Hey man, it's the Russians. They practicing. They getting ready for the elections. They trying to make sure. That they was like that they own the up and up though, bro.
But look,
And people were going crazy though, bro. Facebook and Instagram.
yeah, Facebook. I mean, because of course they're owned by the same people. But I had phone issues this morning. I couldn't even dial out this morning. So I thought I had that SOS on my phone, and then I restarted it, and I was straight. But I smooth thought I got hit with the SOS. I was like, oh, they after me, boy.
But you can't listen. I don't want to sound like I'm a conspiracy theorist, but the timing of this mighty coincidental, right? Because you think about it now, you've had certain states that have already had their early, elections and polls and put on out there, right? You got this coming in. So it seems like them boys are just doing a little practice sabotage in preparation of November. Listen, bro, I don't believe that those kind of things can be so coincidental, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it did cause a big little. Everybody was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And listen, and this is one of the things I think that's kind of funny though, bro, because when you really think about it, you might have somebody like me where it's like, all right, there are certain people where you wholly communicate with them through Facebook, right? So then it's like you basically cut them off completely when you go ahead and have them go down. And so I think that yeah, man, it was a wild hour and a half for a lot of people though, bro.
It was wild for me only because I was conducting business and it shut down. So I was like, yo, I'm not gonna be able to make the connection with with my business in order to take care of some stuff. So it ended up working out. But yeah, it definitely, and of course, I'll be on my run of sending out my my Instagram reels, and that got stopped too. So when it came back up, I was like tapping them things on up.
It's the Russians or the Chinese or both, bro. They might be colluded, and I don't want to put the Chinese out there. They ain't never did nothing to me like that. But listen, though, man. Anytime there's something, listen. They proven that them boys were in collusion with the last election, though, bro. Tampering, and they've already said they're gonna do some more. That was just a warm up drill, though, bro. So anytime it's why I wasn't down. TikTok. Stayed up the whole time though, bro. Didn't have no problem at all on TikTok. And then TikTok was actually talking about Facebook and Instagram being down on my feed though, bro. Listen, stay faithful to TikTok though, bro.
Sports, bro. Sports. So it's got confirmed now that the boy Russell Wilson gonna get let go. What you think about it?
Hey, I think a lot about this though, man. I think a lot. I'm mad because the Saints just won't do the same thing for Derek Carr. Golly, though. That's the first thing I thought. I said, if it's that much, but dog, imagine how much as a coach you have to dislike a player, let alone your quarterback, to say, you know what? We need to just go ahead and let him go and eat $85 million. Dead cap space, right? And not just that, though. I mean, like Russ is still under. They still would be they still have to cover his contract for $39 million. So Russ still can go through and sign a veterans minimum for somebody for like $1 million, $2 million. I think maybe this year and next year, if I'm not mistaken. So here's the thought, right? So the thought is that if you were one of those teams and you really felt like, all right, you know what? When Russ went to Denver, the thinking was that they were just a quarterback away from winning and going here, going to the next level. And what usually helps that is when you are able to spend money everywhere else except for quarterback, with the exception of the Kansas City Chiefs, all right?
What if this is finally the time that Dallas is gonna get rid of that boy Dak to get the boy Russ?
Let me tell you, I'm here for the listen. I am here. I am totally here just for the Cowboys to see what these boys do. Just the fans.
Well,
I
what I'm
would
saying is
love to see
because
what they
Dak is
fans
on
have
the
to
hook
say.
to make that money, right? So
Yeah.
it's like if Russ said, I'm willing to go to another team that's consistently winning, and I will take less. So if you Jerry Jones from a business standpoint, are you losing anything by going from Dak to Russ?
Okay, let me ask you this though. Last time I checked, was Dak Prescott the reason the Cowboys lost the last game in the playoff?
I didn't watch the game, so I couldn't tell you realistically. I
I
don't think he was, but like I said, I didn't watch it.
Listen, he threw 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick six. Right. This is when they got washed at the crib. He was. Last time I saw the Dallas Cowboys playing, I saw young Jordan Love walking the ball up and down the field against them. And I saw Dak Prescott looking like a complete lame out there. And when he was out there, bro, it was nothing at all. It looked like he was the backup quarterback in that was coming in filling for the starter, and his time, his Cinderella clock was just going out. Boom, that's it. I honestly believe, listen, with all things considered, I think that them bringing Russ there would just be an equal to Dak Prescott at this point. I
Okay,
don't think
so
that they'll
again,
be any
if
better or worse.
all right, so if it's an equal and you can get him for the low ski, because here's the
But then
thing,
that
the
doesn't
future
answer
is
your
already
question long term.
right, but it doesn't. But you don't have to sign him long term, though, right? You sign him for a year. You know you still got the young boy on the back burner. My thing is, are you because if you got to figure out what you're gonna do with Dak. You either got to go all in with Dak, or you got to let him go.
I would love nothing more than to see the Dallas Cowboys go all in with Dak Prescott because history tells me that he gonna fail with them. I think that to me, if anything though, bro, I think that Russ gives him a better chance to win, better chance, not much, but a better chance to win a Super Bowl. And if you if you Jerry Jones, you don't got very much time. So, and if you don't think that Dak really is your guy, I do think that this would be a valuable and viable transition quarterback. He's won a Super Bowl. He put up great numbers last year, and I think that if you think your defense is a Super Bowl quality team or defense, then I think that then Dak Prescott could be a transition to get you out of the Dak contract. And even if you don't think that Trey Lance is ready this year or next year, I think that you can sign Russ for maybe 2 years and then kind of go from there. But I think that Russ's situation for the Dallas Cowboys do give you a chance to really put him on kind of like a year by year contract, though, bro. So yeah, I think that would totally work. But I don't think that Jerry Jones is going to do that though, because listen, as long as I've ever seen the Dallas Cowboys play, I think that every single one of their quarterbacks who they've ever played has been drafted by Jerry Jones, with the exception of Troy Aikman. But every one of them has been drafted by the Cowboys. Though I don't think that they've ever started a quarterback that wasn't from from their system, though, bro. Drew Bledsoe. I'm sorry, Drew Bledsoe. I thought about that. Drew Bledsoe was one of theirs.
Didn't Andy Dalton play for them?
Andy Dalton was their backup. He played some games, but I'm talking about their guy. Drew Bledsoe's the only one that I remember in recent memory that got out there and but I remember Rodney Peete also was out there. They had a couple of, but I'm talking about their main guys when you look at the history of their franchise, though, man. But listen, I would love to see my team do the same thing. I would say get Russ in there, though, bro, and get Derek Carr out of there, man. Get him out of here.
I see the Bears, they've been in the news quite a bit. Kind of the whispers have been going on about the trade of Fields. So
Do you
I
think
don't know
they're gonna do it?
if they think they have a chance at Williams, yeah. I mean, but the thing is,
Well,
obviously,
they got the chance. They're the number one pick.
I understand that, but there also has been he has been very outspoken about saying he does not want to come to Chicago. So I know he don't necessarily have that choice, but at the same time, as an organization, are you trying to bring somebody in who really don't want to be there? If there's somebody else that you feel like you can move forward with. So I don't know. And this is the
What if
Bears
he
we're talking
forces
about.
them? What if he forces them? What if he forces them to do a John Elway or Eli Manning, where
I
he
was
gets
thinking that.
picked and they force a trade? But listen, you've known all year that this was the team with the number one pick. You do have control over that. You could have not came out this year and came out next year, and you still would have been the number one pick. So I think that it's I think that's interesting. I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. I saw that today the Bears traded for an offensive tackle from the Bills, so they are at least trying to address their line. I think that the only problem is this. I don't think that you're setting up Caleb Williams to do anything more or less than what Justin Fields has done. I think the primary difference between the situations to me is that when I look at the two, I think that Caleb Williams is a much better quarterback. When I say that, I mean passer. I think Justin Fields is a much better runner and maybe an overall athlete. But I just don't think I personally don't think that long term that when you're comparing the two, that you're going to get more out of Justin Fields than you could potentially get out of Caleb Williams. And so for that reason, I would trade him though, bro.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? The Bears have been cleaning house. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like a lot of the coordinators is gone. You know what I'm saying? Uh Everfluss barely made it out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's transition a little bit over to basketball unless you got some other football stuff you want to get to.
No, the one thing that I did want to point out, did you see all these horns out here at the combine?
Showing
Xavier
out.
Worthy, yeah,
Uh-huh.
showing out
Tavion
though, man.
Sweat, T Sweat was out there doing his thing.
Yeah, yeah. All the fastest times for wide receivers were all ran by Texas Longhorn wide receivers. And yeah, bro, I was glad. And you know, the funny thing about it is I kept getting text messages from all different kind of people like, yo, y'all been sitting on this the whole time. I'm like, yeah, why you think we been why you think we thought this was our year to go ahead though, bro? So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they showed
Yeah,
all the clips of him doing that in real life, in real games.
absolutely. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah,
No,
that
man,
wasn't
it's
nothing
dope.
new. Um, LeBron. I actually watched him score his 40,000th point. Uh, do you think that we see so much history from LeBron that it's not as special? Meaning that we won't appreciate it until LeBron is retired.
Hey, let me tell you this, bro.
Hold on before you give your answer, because every time we have these historic games, like when he bust Kareem's record, right? They lost to the Thunder. When he scored his 40th point, they lost to Denver. And then the other milestone that he had, they lost. So it's like he's getting all these personal accolades, but it's not translating into wins. So
I don't listen. To me, I don't think that okay, I think that whether or not they win or lose doesn't to me reflect the record, right? I think that to me the record I separate the records from the wins and losses because I think that the wins and losses on a day that he's actually setting those records is just the dressing, it's the window dressing, right? But I'm gonna tell you this though, man. The more I see LeBron play this year, the more I think that LeBron is the GOAT over Jordan. I'm gonna
and
tell you
here's
the
the
reason
thing.
why.
Go ahead. And I just have my rebuttal is pretty quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is this: I am never gonna argue with anybody that thinks LeBron is better than Jordan today, right? For me, there's just nothing LeBron can do that's ever gonna
Right.
make me think he's the GOAT. That's
Right.
it. So but
I'm
if
gonna
somebody's like
yeah.
LeBron's the GOAT, no argument for me.
I'm gonna tell you this. So this is the reason why I think that, right? The reason why I'm thinking that is that I the more I look at LeBron, the more I respect the gray hair, bro. I respect the gray beard. I respect that LeBron James is doing some of the same things at 38 that he did at 18, right? And I think that I just respect to the more I see him do that, to still be the number one option on his team at 38 years old that he was at 18 years old. I just think that to me, nobody has been greater for longer. And when I look at that in terms of the points, right? I think that the points is one of the things that just make LeBron James has a lifetime triple double where he has 10,000 plus rebounds, 10,000 plus assists, and 40,000 plus points. Like he's a triple double in a career. And not that Jordan can do it, but the fact that I think that what hurts LeBron's argument is the same thing that helps it, right? Some people look at it and think it's a longevity award, right? That he scored 40,000 points. Like, yeah, sure, he should score that many points because he's played more minutes. But it's just like just because you played those minutes, you still have to have the ability, right? And I look at that and I think that when I think about LeBron, I just think that Jordan, to me, the biggest differentiator when it comes to Jordan's greatness over LeBron's greatness is I think that Jordan's greatness transcends basketball in a way that LeBron James's don't, and probably just at this point, he never will. But I think that that's it. Now, when you want to talk about the player, I think that, listen, man, I think that, we can really get into the intricacies of everything, though, man. But I just think that, to me, people sum up people sum up Jordan with the 6 championships. And to be honest with you, though, man, if you want to talk about competition wise, the last 3 of Jordan's championships were the ones that, to me, were the ones that said, all right, there was better competition, and he won those rings because he was just so much better than everybody else. But at the same time, though, man, I think that LeBron, while he has fewer championships, I feel like in LeBron's entirety of his career, he's faced harder competition than Jordan, though, bro. So, and not just that, he's faced harder competition while also having the highest expectations. And the more I look at LeBron play this season and still be a top 10 player in the NBA at 38 years old, knowing that I could go play basketball and have to ice my knees down and go through all this regimen just to play a next day. Dog, come on, man. Like, that's a long 21 years of being great. That's crazy. It's the closest to Tom Brady that I think that you can imagine. And even then, Tom Brady took some time to be Tom Brady. LeBron was LeBron from day one.
Now,
That's tough.
I understand. Again, that's why I said I understand. And if somebody said no, LeBron's the GOAT to me, then there's no argument. I think I would have a conversation if they said Kobe, though.
Yeah, I think so too. To me, Kobe is an easier conversation as far as why, if you want to say no, if somebody said no, Kobe is the greatest player that played in his era, I would say, okay, if that's what you want to go with, that's cool. But the fact that LeBron did play, halfway through Kobe's era tells me that, it's why I would pick anybody else over Kobe. Not to say anybody. I would, at this point, though, man, I'm inclined to say,
I would say it's Michael, LeBron, and Kobe for me.
oh, yes, that's to me. That is that
Yeah.
order. And listen, I think, to me personally, nowadays, I don't have Bird and Magic up as high as I used to. Nowadays, my 5 would be LeBron Jordan, however you want to do the 1 or 2. Kobe is 3. Tim Duncan is 4. And I think that, to me, you could put Bird or Magic 5th, but one of them, I no longer have them solidly in my top 5 like I used to years ago.
So you ain't even got Shaq in there?
No. And Shaq could be a good top 10. I've always thought that with Shaq, bro, that I thought that Shaq could have done more. Even though he was the most dominant, I think that he could have been even more dominant, right? And that's the problem. And when I see Shaq at his size and I see somebody like Joel Embiid who's knocking down 12 free throws a game, I look at Shaq and I say, golly, Shaq, with that same exact dominance, if you could shoot some free throws better, you left 10 points out there on the floor every day. So even at your high, when you average 30 points, you could have averaged 40 for the season. Or if you would have developed, I know that it was a lot of backing you down because that's what he did. But I think if he would have developed more touch, yeah, I thought he left a lot to me out there, man. So um, but Shaq's in my top 10 though of all time. But I think a lot of these guys, for the same reasons why I told you that all right, it might be time to shuffle this all-time hip hop list, right? It's the same thing with this Mount Rushmore. And I think that some people who are older may have said, well, yeah, because I'm older, I've seen more people. But it's just like, yeah, you see more people, but do they have the same impact as these newer guys like a Kobe, right? Like a Tim Duncan. So I don't know, man.
Say, bro, there has been a lot of conversation about Drake posting 3 Tory Lanes. What's your take on it?
Listen, man. I mean, I think that for one, they have history, right? They're both from Toronto. I think at one time, I think that Drake was trying to sign Tory Lanez. But you know, the surprising thing to me, though, man, is that I think that there's a surprising increase of people who really feel like Tory didn't do what Megan say. And I think, and a lot of people didn't necessarily read the court documents. Like I haven't read through all of it and everything like that. But I think that there's like this increasing, this growing support of other people like Drake. So it doesn't surprise me at all. But my thing is that what I would rather Drake do for someone that's of his stature is tell me why. Tell me why you posted. Tell me more about it. Tell me
Well,
not don't tell me if you know some details. You ain't gotta tell me all that, but tell me why you feel that way.
it's interesting that you said that because I just knew I was gonna get some Charles Venus out of this. I just knew you was gonna connect the dots that boy Drake was clapping back at the girl Meg for the BDL shots in the song.
Listen, okay. The only reason why I wouldn't go there is because I think that Drake, if he would have, and it would have been that obvious, I think it would have made it more apparent that she was talking about him. But without that, he could have been talking about, she could have been talking about Phone Flex, right? Phone Flex got lipo, right? And got some stuff done and everything. So I don't think it, but listen, but not that far fetched. That's not a reach for you saying that though.
The thing is he didn't say like free Tory Lanes. He said 3 Tory Lanes. So a lot of people like, well, that means love. Uh, People are speculating all over the place because they don't know what it means, and it's just like, well, it's showing some kind of support to the boy Tory
What if
Lanez.
that boy Tory? What if he said that now and Tory Lanez was home in 3 months, bro? Tory Lanez got out in June. He out for the summertime.
Hey man, we didn't talk about it though, bro. The girl Cardi done dropped a new single, bruh.
Yes, yeah. And listen, I think that we didn't talk about it because it dropped after the last week episode. And listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you though, bro. I saw the video at the same time I heard the song, so that was my first time hearing it. And listen, first of all, she looks incredible on there, right? I mean, she's looking Cardi, you know what I'm saying? She got it, she got all the everything in the right places, right? Best one of the best. But listen, it's almost like if you're gonna have body work done, it should at least look like that, though, right? Seeing that she got the 2 kids, I'm gonna give her somewhat of a pass, but she has a good looking doctored up body, though, right? I'm not gonna even cap. And that's even for somebody who's not a fan of doctored up bodies. I think that she is. I am, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the video helped immensely. The song that I don't know that I would have. I don't know that I would have loved it without it.
I think I would have only because the beat, right? That's my era. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
immediately the beat caught me. And I'm a fan of Cardi, so I'm not expecting like these just outlandish bars where she's just like I'm not expecting the Nicki bars. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when I'm thinking like when I think of Cardi and Nicki and all of the women that put out music, I'm always thinking about where does this song go, right? Can this song go? I think this song can go. I don't know. I don't think it's Bodak Yellow, but I think that it's gonna do what it's supposed to do in the club. I think that it can, catch a TikTok buzz if need be. Like I just feel like we can do something with it.
Let
DJ's
me
gonna
tell you
be able
what
to
I
work
think.
with it. Go ahead.
I think it's not as big of a song as Yeah Glow.
No, I don't think so either. But
Yeah,
I do
see,
think,
that's what I mean. It's a good
but
filler. It's a good transition to get some music out there.
yeah, it's a
Here's
good.
what I
It
don't.
was a good hype because it was a drop when nobody else really dropped.
Well,
So
listen,
she
I think that what I think would have been better, I thought that if they would have flipped the sample better. Like it was very much like it was the beat, right? And I thought that if they would have flipped it, changed the drums or do something, like it was very much the Missy song just heard. So it almost felt like a mixtape freestyle, basically, though. And I think that I would have wanted it to sound like more like just sampled, but a fresh version of the
But
song.
that's the thing, though. It's actually labeled as a freestyle.
You see, then yeah, I can see that then because it's very much, hey, let me put the beat on and let me rap on top of it, and that's cool. But I thought that yeah, if it was sampled and you changed the drums, you did something to the loop or whatever, I thought that would have made it for a better overall song. But listen, I'm not mad at it. I just don't think that like because it's that kind of freestyle, I don't hear like super duper big club record like you think, like I think you hear.
No. I don't think super duper big club record. I think that DJs will work with it, meaning like playing the Missy song first and then end up mixing in her. I just think it's gonna hit in the club the way it's supposed to. I don't think it's gonna be. It's not
I
WAP.
don't think
It ain't. It's gonna do what it needs to do. Is what I'm saying. Like I can see it played in the strip clubs. Like it's gonna work.
I think you would have to play the Cardi song first and then play the Missy song. I don't see that you would play the Missy song first, then the Cardi song, because then that wouldn't work to me.
Depends on where you're playing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What club would somebody just be playing the Missy song
So you
right
trying to say
now
they don't
before
play Missy no more in the club?
not that song? No, no. That song literally, and listen, I haven't heard a Missy song in the club, by the way, or a lounge in quite some time. But that song, I'm pretty sure was like '99, right? So what I can understand there may be some clubs where they only play old school hip hop and everything like that. But even then, that one, I don't know, bro. It's one of my favorite Missy videos, by the
Yeah,
way, and I
yeah.
like the little nuances, shout outs to the video. But yeah, and not to mention that it was shot by Offset, which I was kind of surprised by. So her being as revealing in it kind of made sense, and it definitely shows something. If you could say, all right, this is my husband, I'm gonna shoot my wife in this light though, with no regard. So yeah, I think that was pretty dope though, man. But overall though, but it ain't Yeah Glow. Cause I listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Yeah Glow surprised me though, bro. When I heard it initially, I was like, okay, I like the beat. And then I heard what she was saying afterwards. And I was like, okay, no, she going. She riding on us. So it oddly enough, it's probably my favorite Glorilla song though, bro. Yeah.
She trying to get that Dame feature.
She is trying to get the Dame feature though, bro. And I think that what's funny about it, she got the subs out there, the chick dissing. She's touching on all of the things that I think that you would want to have a female rapper do. She's talking about the common stuff that all of them say, and then she's adding some other spice to it though, bro. But she was cooking on it though, bro. I like it a lot though, man.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
got
the
anything
Cubans
else,
on
bro?
Cubans.
You got anything else?
No,
All
no.
right. Well,
So you
look,
know what though? No, go ahead.
bro. So I got my Yeezy shirt in the mail today, bro. Bruh, I put that thing on. Sarah said she absolutely hates the shirt. She said immediately it looks like a Kanye shirt. Look at this jump.
It does, fool. I told you I hated it. I hated it.
Look, it's got the little cut off rolled up part at the bottom.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So what my review of it, right? In the picture, the sleeve part looks like it hangs down a little bit further. This just almost looks like a poncho, bro. Like
It looks like that in the picture.
yeah. Now in the picture, if you look at it, the sleeve hangs down a little bit further. It just don't feel like it had the hang time on the arms.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I think what might save that. To me, I think if you had a long john thermal
Yeah.
under it, a white one,
Yeah.
that would look hard on it.
I'm definitely gonna dress it up because I'm gonna definitely dress it up. But
You're
yeah,
gonna be out here with your arms out here looking like the Undertaker.
yeah. Had my
Yeah,
bandana
American
on.
Badass. I hated it when he had it on, bro. So, but listen, shout out to Kanye.
Shout him out, bro. I'm still waiting on my pods, bro.
Man, no, that's funny.
What you got up for this
What
week,
you
bro?
got go? Oh man, I'm in the process of fine tuning my boy PDR to master, and it's funny though, man, because I'm trying my best. I'm working on new production, and I'm trying my best not to stash beats, but it's inevitable. I'm hearing a couple of tracks that I'm working on where while I'm making the beat, I'm already thinking of the song and bars and hooks and everything. And so yeah, I'm in the studio, bro. We have you in the studio for the next little while, though, man. What about you?
Man, I tried to get in the studio the other day. My voice is still ain't here, bro. I'm still so nasal. So I still gotta hold off on that. But this is a good week to not be in the lab like I want to be anyway. Both the girls, their schools are going to state. Layla's and them game is tomorrow, and then Carly and them game is Thursday. So yeah. Gonna be trying to win state out here.
Okay, that's what's up. They got how are their chances?
They got a good chance. Both teams got a good chance. Both teams is good. DJ actually is assistant coach for Midwest City, where he went to high school at.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what's up.
one of Sarah's teachers' friends, one of her teammates, her husband is the head coach of Midwest City. I think it's his first year, and they going to state. So it's funny
Oh,
because
good.
DJ's head coach, when DJ was in high school, his head coach, he had left and went to a different school, but now he's back in Midwest City as an assistant coach. So if they win state, he gonna get a ring as an assistant coach, but not as the head coach.
Listen, man. It makes it seem like he was the reason why they was holding back.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get out of here, bro.
Let's do it, man.